Welcome back to the CryptoLabs YouTube channel. I wish you could see what I'm seeing right now. Maybe I'll flip this thing around. Actually, give me one sec. I don't know if this will do it justice, but I woke up super early to get some work done and drive to this spot to watch the sun come up over some fields here in Nashville. So worth it. So worth it. I like to get most of my deep work done early in the morning. I'm talking sometimes I'm up at 4 a.m. And, I'll have a big chunk of my work done by 8 a.m. And so I went for a little spin and kind of took in Nashville here. And this Ferrari is just a beautiful joy to drive. So it's been a lot of fun. That said, I really want to bring a quick message about speed, which is very fitting because I'm in a Ferrari, literally by speed, by time. I've spent $80K, just shy of $80K this year. I think it's April. It just hit May in coaching. This is the kind of dark side or scary side, or the side that people gloss over. They're like, oh yeah, whatever. Lucas, how do you see success so fast? How do you move so fast? How have you been able to build so much momentum? I buy time. I find people who are doing what I'm doing, except they're beyond where I'm at, and I buy their time. So yesterday night, and I'm not saying this is easy, by the way, every single time I'm about to spend money and invest money, I get kind of a pit in my stomach, and that's when I know I need to do it. Last night, I've been following this one dude. He was actually on a podcast like 5 years ago, and he went from having a nice company built to like he's everywhere right now on social media. He's everywhere. And I must have followed something. I must have liked something. One of the sales guys reached out, said, hey, there's this event in July. It's 2 days. You'd be perfect for it. Got a couple details. I'm talking, it was a 3-4 minute back and forth. Price tag is 10 grand for 2 days. I was like, oh my God, it's kind of a lot. My head just starts going crazy. And I just asked myself, if I learn one thing from this 2 days that will take my life forward, just one thing from this guy who's obviously got something figured out that I have yet to figure out. He's an investor, he's an entrepreneur, he's all those things. Will it be worth the 10 grand? The answer is yes. Perfect. Done. Visa. Done. All within freaking 10 minutes. Done. Done. And every single time my stomach gets a little naughty, I'm like, oh my God, more money. Now, some people are going to say, yeah, Lucas, but you have the money to spend on that. Before I had the money to spend on it, when you're playing the credit card game and you're moving a balance off one credit card to the other to pay it off and line of credit, and you're just doing whatever you can, I was in debt because I was buying speed. I knew I didn't know how to play the game I was playing, which back then I was consulting, I was doing some fitness stuff. Before that, I was actually a trainer, and yes, I invested money to learn from other successful trainers. I didn't have the money for it. I find it so odd that people are willing to go into 50, 60, 80, 100K, 120 plus K in debt to go to school because that's been normalized as like, oh yeah, that's just an investment into your future, and it's not guaranteed. Yet to drop 10 grand, 20 grand, $50,000 on a coaching program or getting support in some way, shape, or form is like, must be a scam. And I just took the opposite route. I never went to school, never went to university, never went to college. I thought it was a scam. I wanted to learn from people who are actually doing it. And every time I share this, our coaching program is pretty much full, by the way. We don't advertise it, we don't promote it, because it's members who hit some certain level inside the crypto and DeFi portfolio who want more, who just reach out to us. We never even plan to offer anything. So I'm not trying to sell any coaching here. But every time I bring something up like this, they're just like, well, of course you would say that because you sell something of the same nature. I get it. And if that's the paradigm you see the world through, I totally understand it. But if you would ask me, Lucas, what is the number one thing that got you where you are now and has helped you build the momentum you've built in multiple areas of your life, not just one? Find people who have done it, pay the money, learn directly from them, not theory, not books, not from a far distance, not through social media. Pay them pay them. I've spent well over $1,000 for just an hours of someone's time because I had one question. Hey, if I could sit down with you for 30 minutes or an hour, happy to pay whatever it takes. I got 1 or 2 questions, would love to get your view on it from the experience that you've gathered because I know you've done it. And instead of me spending 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, a lot of people spend years trying to figure it out themselves. I want it within 30 minutes, and then I go apply it. A lot of people think, oh, well, if I have a coach or a mentor, they're just gonna do it for me. No. You gotta apply it. You still gotta wake up. You still gotta move these hands. You still gotta do it. And I was just going through some financials, and I was like, I spent over 80 grand this year so far. And a part of me was like, oh my God, was it worth it? Are you an idiot? What are you doing? Because I didn't come from that. If you would have told me when I was 16, 17, 18, even 20, 21, 22, 23, hey, you'll make 80 grand a year, I would have been like, that is success. And I always spent that on coaching. And this isn't some kind of flex. And I'm not saying go spend 80 grand tomorrow, but that self-investment in my mind, or at least what it does to me, is like a subconscious thumb up of like, Lucas, you're worth it. You're committed. There is no stopping. You do not quit. You're invested. And whatever that means for you, but a lot of times we're not paying for something, we don't really take it that seriously. So I just want to pay. I want to be committed. I want to learn from the people doing what I'm doing. When I first got into crypto DeFi, I bought every program. I joined 2 masterminds. I joined 2 coaching programs. I wanted to learn it because I knew if I learn it myself, I'm going to make some costly mistakes, and those costly mistakes are they're going to cost me more money than just getting the help, and I'm going to lose time. Life is good. Life is good. That's my message for this morning. I'm going to go enjoy the sunrise in the fog, in the mist, in the Ferrari. Investment, that's also an investment in myself as well. Lucas, you're worth it. You're a child of God and you're worth it. Appreciate you. Shooting you a ton of love and success and momentum and excitement and juice. And with that said, I'm going to get out of here. We'll leave some videos on the screen for your viewing pleasures. We like to do these mindset calls mixed with a lot of crypto DeFi investing. So do check them out. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And with that said, we'll see you in the next video. Peace.